Talent Toolbox Breakfast Club today to find out more about different ways to approach employee engagement and talent management, and really to find some creative ideas both from the speaker and also from the other people who are coming along today.
Because of the speaker, it's always a very informed, fun, participative event, so it's one that I always try and fit in my diary.
I love coming along to the Breakfast Club because it's breakfast, and that's actually relevant because have a session first thing in the morning and then be able to continue on the working days is great.
And there it was, this very, very high stage, massive screen behind me, and bless them, just in case anybody had forgotten or I'd forgotten, they'd written the title of the talk up on the screen. And it said how to get your workforce engaged in training. So I stood on the stage and I said, how to get your workforce engaged in training. Make your training engaging. And then just walked off. Because for me, that's really as simple as that. Now, I did come back on. I did come back on to fill out the 45 minutes, even though I was thinking, to be honest with you, can we go now because of the tube strike? But there was a kind of a lifting of a veil from these people's faces as they suddenly thought, shit, that's right, isn't it? If you make your training engaging, guess what? People actually want to turn up to it. When I'm teaching people presentation skills, I always ask them, what do you think is the most important thing in a presentation? And I get a variety of answers. The content, the delivery, the room layout, the handouts, whatever it happens to be, the quality of the slides. And maybe one or two people will actually say, the audience. Because the audience is the single most important thing anytime anybody speaks up. And that's the vast majority of presentations and training in the commercial world. It's an adult standing up in front of other adults and reading to them. And it ain't good enough. It's just not good enough. And I kind of verbally shook her by the shoulders and said to her, how on earth do you expect these people to be engaged in your talk about credit control if you're not engaged in it? If you're not showing that passion and enthusiasm? Put your hands up if you've been to a stand-up. Do you know, this is just an observation. I love this. This is what I call the British half hand. Right. The British half hand, which is, I must acknowledge the gentleman, because to do otherwise would be impolite. But because I'm British, I don't want to draw attention to myself. So if I put my hand here, Nick will notice, but nobody else will. Right? So we just do, yes. Yeah. Okay, I mean, I can't mention training without talking about PowerPoint. PowerPoint is great. Okay, it's great for the visuals, it's great for numbers, it's great for pictures and all those kind of things. You can put through this kind of thing, bits of video and sound and stuff like that is great. It's just unfortunate that a lot of people now with presentations and training use PowerPoint in the same way that a drunk might use a lamppost. Not so much for illumination, but really for just something to hold on to. There's no passion in numbers. There's no emotional connection with numbers. And what the creativity does in any kind of training is it makes an emotional connection with an audience. And really great speakers and great trainers have this ability to make an emotional connection with an audience. It's a bit like, it's analogous, isn't it, to learning how to swim. When you first learn how to swim, it would be stupid to throw yourself in a swimming pool in the deep end. So you put water wings on and it helps you and it supports you. But if you're going to be a decent swimmer, at some point you are going to have to take the water wings off. And if you're going to be a decent trainer and get people really engaged so they go, Christ, we really want to go back into training if she's doing it again because it's just really, really great, you're going to have to step out of that comfort zone and stop relying so much on those water wings. And does it mean that you'll swallow water? Yeah, it does. It does mean that you'll cock up sometimes and it won't go right, but it's the only way that you'll get any better at it.
How would I describe the Talent Toolbox Breakfast Club in one word?
Really interesting.
Visionary.
Energizing.
Informative.
Fabulous.
Networking.
Inspirational.
Different.